My friends, welcome to my 200 3D CAD models in FreeCAD series. Today I'll be working on exercise 197, pretty close to the end, and then I will be working in FreeCAD Point Tutor Developers version, which will be released as FreeCAD 1 hopefully soon. And let's go ahead use this calibration, that length to calibrate our image, and then make it half transparent, which is very important. And maybe I'll start from this face. Start with the cylinder. So place it on XZ plane. There, on the XZ plane. And now bring in the axis cross in the view. I can update the center. So I'm moving the image to the center of the workspace. That way it will be easier for me to actually switch between planes and finish drawing. Right, I want to draw this in part design because it has a lot of holes, and then part design is the champion in drawing holes. Alright, let's go ahead and draw and sketch on XZ plane. And I'm trying to see if having a symmetric will help me. Maybe it will. Okay, so I will consider these as the center of this half, right? And we'll start with one circle, maybe another circle. This is 120 diameter, and then this will be half slot. So take a slot, something like this, and the diameter is given as 50, 25 radius. We'll do the same on this side. So we'll just leave it there, and then so draw any radius and then take these two equal, right? And now I draw another arc. This is going to be construction geometry, and connect these two. So that way I have that diameter built in there, 80 radius. And there will be another angular constraint as well. I think this will come all the way here. Yes. So let me actually delete that extra part. Right, now I can go ahead and say this distance is, I'm going to say 60. Nope, not 60. Let's see if there is any reference in there. It does look like more than 60. Okay, so if I don't see anything, looks like 65. And then I will place these two on the same horizontal plane. That way that part is fixed. Now I can go ahead and take these three, make them parallel, do the same on this side. All right, and then because I want to use these individually later on, right, let me take care of this first. So that's 20 diameter, and draw this one and make these two equal, right? And then here this one will have to be separated right there. So I'm going to go ahead and make that a construction geometry, and then draw two arcs instead, maybe 3 or more than that. So this is, I'm planning ahead to use the new feature in Sketch for design, where I'll be using the same master sketch 3 times or 2 times or however many times it needs. All right, so this is, I want to place it on this and place it on there. Nope, maybe I actually can make that on that same coincident there, and do the same all around. So I'm using C on the keyboard as coincident constraint, so that is a problem. All right, I want to place it on this line, and then I can place a dimension on this one, which is diameter 100. Pretty cool. And then I forgot about this part, so I'll have to do that again. Right, this one obviously will be 2 vertical lines and then add them up. What I can do, I can actually trim this part, right, and then make this one vertical as well. So this distance between here is actually 80. It's given right here. All right, and then I can make these 2 points horizontal. That's one way to say these are symmetric by the axis. And we have the length given as 40. Right. And what else? Oh, these are not connected. Connect them. Okay. All right, that's our first sketch. Pretty close. And actually, because I'm in part design, this will be pretty close connection. What I want to do, I want to make this one 81. So there will be some overlap, and I just don't want to take any chance of part design on one line connection. All right, now what I want to do, I want to take everything inside, make one extrusion, and everything outside make another extrusion. And first extrusion will be, first pad will be 60 millimeters symmetric. The second pad will be 30 millimeters symmetric. And first one, so take everything inside and then pad it for 60 millimeters in symmetric fashion there, and then bring that sketch back. And that's why we had those, that the circle broken up into arcs, because here I want to select these outside. So because I need to select this separately, I had to had it placed it as an arc, so this one doesn't get selected in the process. And do the same here, and then pad it for 30 millimeter symmetric to the plane. Okay, that's a major part done. And now we'll have to build the base, which will be, so here is this, here is the axis cross, and the distance was 80. We made this one 81, and that 80 level we will build that pad, right? So let's move this one on XY plane. Let's see where it sits. It is sitting, we'll have to do some offsetting on the y-axis. I think that is good. All right, let's see. So it is sitting up above here. We want to bring it down just 80 millimeter down, right? So I can go ahead and translation increment, let's make that 80. Now it's time to draw and sketch on XY plane. All right, it is drawing right here. We don't want to do that. Let's go to, so close it out, and then in the attachment on position on Z we want to say -80. Right, now let's see. Yep, now it is at the level that we want, and we could do that later on too, but I am going to hide this pad. All right, so it is easy. Take a rectangle and draw a rectangle there. So this is going to be 130, and this is 150. we'll have to see where the center lies based on this one of these. So this is 35 and 40, so we can say this is 75. That's one good thing. And here we got, okay, we have 15, 15 and 40, so that's 70. And I can say take this one, that is 70, right? So that is done. It's sitting right there. I can hide this one before I do that. This 20 millimeters. So I can take these, pad it so it will be downwards. Now it's going up. We want to bring it downside and then make it a 20 millimeter pad. There. I think that's it. Actually, while we were doing this, I could actually go ahead and make those holes. So that would be easier. Should have thought about it. So it's easy. I want to take one of these holes, these 20 millimeter diameter, and then take this one, and I'm going to say I will use this tool, move and array transform. And in here you can see copies, it says 0. I want to say 1, so U on the keyboard, and that's one side on the copy. And then rows, it has 1, we want to say 2, so R. All right, and then take this point, and that's 1 on the column, and there is the row. I think it's somewhere here. The hole is right somewhere there. We'll have to figure it out from here. So the distance between these two is 20 and 60. So we have this distance is 20, and this distance between this point and this point is also 20. All right, and then between these two centers the distance is 60. I think so. Yep. All right, and now we can go ahead and say take these two centers, make them vertical, V on the keyboard, and take these two centers, make them horizontal, H on the keyboard, make these two vertical, and make these two horizontal. All right, and then finally make these two symmetric, so S on the keyboard. All right, so that's our pad. And one last thing to do is to make this chamfer. So this is 40 millimeter on the both sides. So we take these two corner edges and come here in the chamfering tool and make it 40 millimeter, equal distance. So the fillet, it says R is 5 millimeter. So take all these edges, and I think it's easier to actually select them from these. So that's 5 millimeter. I think, okay, let's see if that works. So that will be 5 millimeter. All right, it worked. Let's see if we can add these edges there. All right, so we have the fillets, major fillets done, and I think we have some chamfer too. So here I see it's a little chamfer in there. Yep, but it doesn't say the magnitude. So I'll just take those two edges, and I think that's it. Oh, and these 4 edges too. So take these holes, edges from the holes, and make 1 millimeter chamfer. And that, my friend, is our exercise 197 completed in FreeCAD 0.22 developers version up to the spec. Thank you for watching. If you have any question, comment, or suggestion on this model or anything else, please let me know in the comment section below, and also follow the link in the description if you wanted to download this model or view this model on my on-sale lens library. See you later.